obviously out here in Frog Allen Fieldhouse here in Lawrence, Kansas, excited about their matchup against Baylor later today. But I'm here with Andrea Carter to talk a little bit about this matchup. All right, so obviously we're already lit. Right. It's early in the morning.
I gotta like turn you up.
I know. I can't even hear myself. Exactly.
Yeah, we got a lot going on.
There is a gorilla suit up there. I'm afraid of it. But obviously the fog is going to be popping tonight, right? How much does home court advantage play into the matchup against Baylor today?
Well, I think home court advantage is huge. I mean, Kansas does not fall here in this arena. They always win here in this arena. I'm not gonna lie. So when I started working with Jay Billis and Dan Shulman, this was a couple of years ago, and of course I'm picking their brain, right? They've been to so many places, they've called so many games. I'm like, what are your favorite places to go? Both of them offer it for like, you've got to go to Kansas. You have to experience a game at Kansas. So I think this home court advantage in particular is something really special.
There's a moment in Kansas men's basketball games and when they all kind of get silent and you guys go, Yasha.
Yeah, there we go. It's kind of like eerie.
It's eerie.
It's a little like.
It's a little scary.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to play in front of that. Exactly. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this Kansas men's basketball team. Obviously, they had a huge win against Houston, and then, unfortunately, they did lose the Sunflower Showdown. That was very unfortunate. So,
why you gotta bring it up?
What do they have to do? What do they have to do in order to bounce back against Baylor tonight?
Well, I think one of the biggest things, Baylor is coming in with elite offense. They've got 6 players that average double figures. So I think Kansas, defensively, they have got to get out and defend the three-point line. Baylor's coming in averaging 40% from the three-point line. So Kansas's defense and that defensive energy, along with the crowd and the fans, will be huge. The biggest thing, too, a couple of Baylor's players are young. You got UBC, he's on the inside, he's a freshman. Jacoby Walter, he's struggled the last few games, he's been in single digits, he's a freshman. So getting the environment as hype as possible to try and rattle those two in particular is going to be important.
So obviously they want to win this matchup tonight. It is a huge one, but they also want to be playing deep into March, right? So what exactly does this Kansas men's basketball team have to do in order to do that?
You know, when I think about that, you always know kind of what you're going to get from Hunter Dickinson, from Kevin McCullough Jr. You know what you're going to get from those guys. It's one of the other guys and making sure Furphy feels good, making sure Jackson feels good, making sure Timberlake feels good, making sure those guys, those 5, 6, 7 guys feel good in their role, feel confident. Also, we all know there's heavy minutes and a heavy load on Kansas's starters. So managing minutes, making sure everybody feels healthy for the long stretch. There's still a long season to go. Making sure everyone feels good for the tournament mentally, physically. That's going to be important because the starters play a heavy load here at Kansas.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you mentioned Furphy. I saw a sign. I can't see it right now, but there was a sign that said that there is a girl in this crowd right now that has a bracelet for Furphy, a friendship bracelet. I'm not exactly sure
there we go. There we go. Fear the Furf. I see Fear the Furf.
Yeah. So I wanted to tie in the Kansas City Chiefs in that because obviously that's something that Travis Kelce did. They're playing the Super Bowl. Who do you have in the Super Bowl? Be very careful.
I know. I'm like, oh, should I pick Kansas? Should I pick the Chiefs? We're all Chiefs fans. Is everybody Chiefs fans? I think Mr. Irrelevant has a good story, like the 49ers. Honestly, I was going for the Lions. I know. Now they hate me. It's fine. Love all of you. I am going for Mr. Irrelevant, the 49ers. I got plenty of good things to say about Kansas the whole rest of the morning, so they'll be okay.
Yeah, all right. We'll see what happens in that matchup later this weekend. But first, we got Kansas taking on Baylor. That was on the road, presented by Best Western.